Hi everyone, in this session we are in the third part of class and object tutorial in processing, and let's start. So now that you have learned about class and object concept in our previous two sessions, we will convert our windmill function into class, and we will create object from it. And let's do it. We can start it by create class windmill, okay, and followed by the curly braces, and don't forget to create the properties, which is, it's gonna be X tower and Y tower. Then we have the we need to create the constructor, so we can do a windmill. After that, what we wanna put that into constructor is basically we can input it from outside. We can call it integer x, integer y, and x tower in equal x, y tower equal y. In this point, I would like you to know about the concept, different concept. Let's say if we decide to use same name of the parentheses, you need to add this keyword, this also here is equal x tower, and this is equal y tower. This means when I add this refer to the x tower, the original properties, not the parameters. When x tower here refer to the parameter over here, and y tower here refer to the parameter over here, so we can still input our x tower, the parameters, and be considered as the x tower and y tower from here. Next, we want to create our method, and since we already have the windmill over here, we can take the windmill and we can cut it, then paste it over here. All right. So with this, we have our windmill, the windmill method, create windmill method. In this case, as you see here, because we use same name as our previous function that we took, so we pretty much do not need to change anything. So as you see there, well, let's try to create the object. I'll comment this out for now, and I will create windmill, my windmill. Okay, after that, in the void setup, you want to create my windmill equal new windmill, and here you can put you could take this out, delete this, and you can put 400 and 400. So that means when you put 400, 400, the value of the X tower here is 400. This is 400 as we put the value 400 and 400 over here, as well as the Y tower. And well, you don't need this for now. All right. As you see here, when we create windmill, we put X tower post and Y tower post. But now we don't need that anymore because we already have X tower and Y tower. So you can get rid of this one, and instead over here you can change this X tower and Y tower. Now I will create my windmill, and I call the create windmill method, and let's run it. Oops, so I got an error over there. This means I can correct this. Alright, and let's run it. See, still works perfectly. And now we'll try to move our windmill here. I'll cut this, paste this over here, and because X tower is our properties, so we want to modify the value of our properties by using this syntax. So you see my windmill dot X tower, meaning that you call the property, which is X tower, and you change the value of it by 1 each time the void row runs. Now it still works. Since we have plenty of time, I will add another windmill. Okay. I can call it second windmill, for example. And this time I want to put it over here. So more or less it's gonna be 100, and I'll make it 400. 450, I suppose. Okay, and I'll put it over here. Second windmill dot create windmill, and let's see. Now you have your second windmill perfectly over here. And you can still move it as well. Let's say you want to move it to the right instead. So you could do it second windmill dot X tower plus plus. Okay, and let's run it. Okay. Well, we have learned how to convert the windmill into class, and we are able to create two objects from it. as you see, it's not that complicated, and our program, it looks much better now, more organized, so people will read your program easily. And don't forget always to add comments. I will delete this. So basically it's like you can say draw the first windmill, and this is draw the second windmill. Okay, and this one move to the windmill to the right. Second, so you understand that. And in addition, you could also, for example, you could also add the red, green, blue parameters. For example, I could put integer red, green, blue, for example. And here you could, instead you could change this to red, green, and blue. That being said, you need this. More properties, and you can add this red equal red, this green equal green, and this blue equal blue. Okay, so now we have 5 properties, and our constructor requires 5 properties as well. That being said, you might see an error here. Well, there's no doubt you will see an error because it requires us to put 5 parameters. Let's say I wanna 150, 20, 100, and this one is I'll make it probably blue, so I would say 200, 100, 50, and let's see. So now we have 2 windmills with different color. I hope this is easy to understand for you. Okay, and we did very well in learning the class and object. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. And see you in the next session. We're gonna wrap up the class and object. Okay.